So the market is ever changing. This is the next episode of the ever popular buy or pass. So the first model I want to talk about is the Sky-Dweller range, the 42mm. It comes in different combinations. The first one we're going to talk about is the steel Sky-Dweller, an extremely popular model for you out there who watch the channel, who are actually buying and shopping with us. They come in two bracelet combinations. They come in the Jubilee or the Oyster, and they come in 4 dial combinations. The new reference is the 3-3 reference. We actually had one in a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, we have sold it. It's the new blue, my personal favorite. But the white dial is certainly still a buy. It is just over RRP. The RRP on that watch is around about 13k. So it's still a buy, but there's not much in it for you. The next one is the black, the next level dial. That's 1,000,000% buy. The Jubilee will sell for more than the Oyster. It will cost you more to buy from your Rolex AD, but certainly one that we stock here. We had one in a couple of weeks ago, again, sold that. So certainly one, a very popular one for you. And the next one up is my personal favorite, the beautiful blue dial, the beautiful deep blue. It's 1,000,000% buy. We just sold one recently for £21,000 to give you an idea. Our buying price is obviously less our margin. And the next one up from that is the mint green. Again, that carries even more of a premium on the grey market. Certainly more for us to buy from you, and certainly more from us to sell to you once we've actually put our margin on. And for me personally, I do not see as many on the market, but it certainly is one that is carrying that premium. So all the steel dials, 1,000,000% buy. So the next range I want to talk about in the Sky-Dweller range is the steel and gold range, the 18 karat gold and steel. They come in 3 dial combinations again. You've got the white entry level. For me personally, 1,000,000% pass. Not well liked in the industry, not well liked by you guys out there buying. And certainly one for us, if you offered that watch to us, we would actually 1,000,000% pass on buying it. We wouldn't even offer you under list. List is around 16.5, I'm going to say, somewhere like that. The next one is the champagne dial. A really nice watch actually. Again, definite 1,000,000% pass. We would not actually stock that watch, hence why we don't have one in the cabinet. And the next one up from that is the black dial. My personal favorite. I think it's a cracking watch. So if you want to buy it to wear, 1,000,000% buy, but for us to buy it personally, we do get quite a lot of these offered. We would certainly not buy it at list. We would pay under list to give you an idea and sell for just over list, around about 17 to 17.5. I absolutely love that watch, but unfortunately due to the size, people will certainly choose like a black dial Submariner or the Bluesy, or they will choose a Daytona for the steel and gold range as a comparison. So due to the size, for me, it's 1,000,000% pass unless you really like it. So the next range I want to talk about is the Oysterflex Sky-Dweller range. Again, we don't actually have one in. In saying that, we did actually have one in 2 or 3 weeks ago. We do practice what we preach. We had the beautiful rose gold with the chocolate dial. The RRP on that is around £35,000. We actually sold it to one of our very good clients. We bought it for under list, and we sold it for under list. We actually sold it for under £30,000. So what does that tell you about the market? So when we're saying buy or pass, should you buy or should you pass? We're talking about the retail of RRP. That's certainly one that you should go straight to the grey market. We have proved a point by doing that. You've got the white gold one, the new release. This is a testament to how much that watch is struggling in the marketplace currently. And the white gold one has a beautiful black dial. Again, the RRP on that's around 35, 36k. We get phone calls from you all the time offering to sell that watch to us, and we will say, we are just not stocking it. I don't care how much under list it is, the appetite for that watch is just not there. And again, for the other dials, so you've got the yellow gold, metal as well. For us personally, unless we're actually getting it way under list, we wouldn't actually stock it. So it's 1,000,000% pass. We can buy a yellow gold one, maybe a year old, 18 months old, somewhere like that, for way under list. We're talking not 10%, not 20%. We're talking a minimum of 30% under list for a pre-owned 1-year-old one on the grey market. So all Oysterflex Sky-Dwellers from your day, you should be passing. So the next range I want to talk about is probably the one that we get the most calls at LWC from you, and it is the full gold Sky-Dweller range, and it comes in the yellow gold, rose gold, and probably the most calls we get for is the rose gold. Unbelievable watches, fantastic, really special watches. But as far as buy or pass, they are 1,000,000% pass for the reason of trends have changed. The media has changed, the market's changed. You know, people are generally quite afraid to wear the full gold watches on a bracelet. So the next range I'd like to talk about is the Day-Date 40 range, the beautiful classic Rolex that Rolex produce and have done for some time. The latest one is the 40mm. We don't generally get this watch, and there's a reason why there's not any in our cabinet. We would still buy one for you guys out there. So if you contacted us and said, look, I really want this watch, we would advise you what we think on the current market. And if you wanted to buy it, then certainly we would help you with that. But if you're going to buy one from your ID, we do get a lot of calls. It's 1,000,000% pass, and it is on all dials. The olive dial, the rose gold anniversary green dial is a beautiful watch. We've had one in recently, really beautiful watch to look at. But for us, the RRP is 35k. We can buy that watch for just over list, and I mean just over, and we'd sell it for around about the 40k or just under. So if you really like that watch, probably not the easiest watch to get if you're looking at the day date range, I'd say definitely say yes on that particular one. But all the other ones, including the other dials, the baguettes, we're talking the chocolate dials, really beautiful watches, and we have had them in at LWC. Even into the white gold, you've got the beautiful anniversary one in the white gold. Really nice watch again, massively under list watch, so it's a 1,000,000% pass. You've got the other dials. This is a good example for you. So we actually got a yellow gold one in, bought it off one of our clients literally last week. The RRP on that watch is around about 33k. It had the beautiful white Roman numeral dial. For me, a super classy watch. We bought it way under list. I'm probably saying 30% under list. So we weren't that comfortable retailing that watch because we actually thought the market is just not that strong on these watches anymore, again, due to the media and people not wanting the full gold watches. So we actually sold it into the trade to a good respected dealer that we know. Not that we didn't like the watch, but we just feel for us, it's going to be sat in stock forever. And for us, we like to obviously buy and sell watches, you know, as quick as we can. So one of the other ones that we do get asked about is the meteorite, and that only comes in the platinum day date 40 range. Very rare watch, extremely stunning to look at. Not many on the marketplace. Again, you know, you're probably offered that watch if you're a top tier buyer for Rolex, you know, one that you would probably have to get signed off from HQ with having the meteorite dial. As we all know, they are slowly getting discontinued, certainly in the Daytona range, GMT range possibly, day date range possibly. So yeah, certainly one that if you're looking at the day date 40 range and you get offered that watch, price wise, I do think there's a profit in it, but I don't think there's great profit because the market's small unless you really wanted that watch for yourself. And personal collection, my advice would be to pass. So the next range I want to talk about, you can see him smiling already, is my favourite range. It's the Rolex Daytona range. So let's talk about the steel and gold range first. I've got a couple to show you here. So we've got a couple of dial combinations. We actually had all three in. A couple of weeks ago we sold the champagne one. They come in 3 dial variations. So you've got the what we class as like the entry level dial, which is the champagne. Again, we'd sell this both to men and ladies. But then we go for the black dial, which we would definitely sell to 1,000,000% men. And then the white dial was definitely a unisex dial, which we sell both to men and ladies. So to give you an idea, I'm going to hold them both here. These are 2 brand new Rolex Daytona steel and golds. So we've got the beautiful white dial on your right and the beautiful black dial on your left. So this particular watch here, the current RRP is in the 16,000s. We are still paying overlist for these watches. We are still selling for overlist. The new 1-2 references that have just come out, we've only just started to see them hit the market, and as predicted, they've hit massive prices over RRP and a lot more than this particular one. So for me, yeah, if you're looking to get one from your ID and you're being offered one of the new references, I think it'll be a while before you actually get one, maybe by the end of the year, because we've only seen a few come through. We have actually tried to buy them, but unfortunately, the prices that we've been asked for them, we think is unrealistic for us in the market to put our margin on and certainly sell to you out there. So therefore, we will be selling at too high a price as well, and also buying in. So it's important that you know that we will still here, we're a business and we're here to make a profit, but we still want to have a margin where we think it's fair for you, so you're buying at a fair market price. To give you an idea, these are both circa just under 20k, so the markup is not ridiculous. You could quite easily get these within your sort of 3rd or 4th purchase, maybe 5th purchase from Rolex. But with the new reference just coming out, I think it's going to be a long time before you actually see that, and a lot on the marketplace. So if you get offered either of these two or even the champagne dial, one of the new 1-2 references from your ID, is a 1,000,000% buy. Oh, and I do have another dial to show you as well. So I actually have the beautiful diamond dials. This is the top tier dial in this particular model. It's the stunning black dial with diamond dot markers. It's the only one that they actually do in this range now. They don't do any other colours. So they used to do a beautiful white one before, that's obviously been discontinued. They used to do a beautiful mother of pearl and a Tahitian mother of pearl, which if you follow the channel, you'll see we've had these in before. So this is an absolutely stunning dial, really, really top tier watch. I think it's absolutely stunning how the diamonds set off the dial. Again, we're selling this around 22,000. The current Rolex RRP is around sort of 17,500, 18, slight upgrade to the other dial. But certainly if you get offered the new one of these, the new one's quite cool actually, because it has the actual sub dials, which are solid in colour, so the solid yellow gold. I think it's really stunning, to be fair. Can't wait to get my hands on one. So if you get off on these from your ID, it's a 1,000,000% buy, and certainly a profit in it for you if you want to sell to somebody like me, or certainly keep, buy, wear and enjoy. So the next range I want to talk about in the Daytona range is the precious metal range. So it comes in the white gold, the yellow gold, the rose gold, and also the platinum. So depending on the metal and depending on the dial choice, you have to be really careful here, because we do get a lot of calls from you out there who follow the channel wanting to sell your watches, or should I take, should I buy, or should I pass? And certainly for me, if it's a white gold one, depending on the dial combination, it's a 1,000,000% pass. We've sold a couple recently, the unbelievable discontinued blue dial, which for me, I reckon I could sell a cabinet full of them within a week. That's how popular they are. The RRP on that was around 35k. We were selling for 34k again. Practice what we preach, buy from the list, sell from the list. For me, on the white gold range, unless you're going for something like a meteorite, obviously we can't get them anymore, they've been discontinued, it's a 1,000,000% pass. Into the yellow gold again, a couple of nice dial choices in those. You've got the Paul Newman and the Pikachu. There's still a small profit in it for you, but for me personally, and I do get them offered, I wouldn't take, I'd literally take at list or just under list to sell for just over list. So you'll see price online, sort of late 30s for that watch, early 40s, somewhere around there. For me personally, I think they're unrealistic. That watch needs to be similar to the yellow gold GMT that's just come out the new release, just at list or just over. I think that's a fair market price. Into the rose gold range again, probably one of the most popular ranges out there, and we do get quite a lot offered. I would not stock that watch. We've had a couple in recently. We've had them in the cabinet, had them in the cabinet over there. And certainly for us, we've marketed them at the right prices, and unfortunately, the appetite just isn't there. So unless you really want that watch for yourself, it's a 1,000,000% pass. Then we're into the Platinum Daytona range. Again, you spend quite a lot of money with your AD, you're going to get offered this watch. Plain dial, baguette dial, new open case back, beautiful watch. Can't wait to see one in the flesh. I've seen loads of it on social media and what clients have sent to me. Just be really careful this watch. If you're getting offered it from your ID, it's a 1,000,000% buy. Do not be swayed into the prices that you see online. Some of the prices online, they're a minimum of 115 to 120,000, so way over the £100,000 mark. For me personally, I wouldn't stock it to sell at that price, because over 120k, you're looking at nearly double list. List on that watch is 65 to 70,000 for the two dial variants. The baguette is the most popular one, so if you can, choose the baguette. But certainly for me, I will buy that watch from you, either of those two dials. I will pay over list, but I'm not going to go crazy. I would want to buy that watch and sell it under 100k, give you a nice margin, give me a nice margin at the end of the day. It's a stunning watch, so if you do get offered it, 1,000,000% buy. So the next range I'd like to talk about is the Steel Daytona range, the iconic one, the one that all you out there do chase, the ones that we do stock on a regular basis. The new reference is the 1.2, previous is the 1.6. We've not physically seen a new 1.26 reference in the UK as yet. I think they are slowly coming to the marketplace. That watch realistically for me, if it gets advertised, is going to be somewhere in the 30s if we do get the opportunity to get one. The RRP on that watch is about £12,500, £13,000. To give you an idea where the market is on that watch, we've had 4 in recently in the last 2 weeks. We've sold all 4 straight away, but we have sold them for between £24,000 and £26,000 for ones that are slightly new or unworn models. We actually have another one coming in next week, a 2019 model. So yeah, definitely one for you guys out there. I know you all chase it and I know you all want it, but realistically, you are never ever going to get offered that watch. I've spoke about this a few times. A lot of my clients have spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds and they still cannot get that watch. So if you want that watch, unfortunately, you're going to have to go straight to the grey market, including the black dial, really popular one. So it's a buyer's market. If you want that watch, do not mess around taking loads of watches from your AD, doing the dance. Go straight to the grey market. It's a buyer's market, and go to a trusted dealer and you can buy it today. So the next range I'd like to talk about, my personal favourite, the Oysterflex range. Unbelievable watches, and literally any combination, any dial, any precious metal, white, yellow, rose, even the entry-level dials, for me, it is a 1,000,000% buy. But just be careful, because we've had so many of the new reference offered. I've got some to show you guys in a minute. Some of the dials are not that appealing to the dealers. So we've been offered some really nice dials. I do a really nice black diamond one in the new rose gold one. I've got a rose gold one to show you here. So this is the stunning new rose gold Oysterflex Daytona with the new Sundust dial, slightly lighter dial. As you can probably see, it's got the new bezel insert. I actually do like that. I think it's a nice addition to the watch. To give you an idea, the current RRP on that is £27,050. We've actually had quite a lot offered, and we've actually bought a lot. We've actually sold a lot already. So we've paid overlist for this. We've just sold it to a client literally yesterday. We've only had it in a few days. We've sold it, to give you an idea, around about £35,000, £36,000. So again, good value for money. Not an easy watch to get. Really nice improvement to the predecessor. Yeah, so this particular one here, got the beautiful Sundust, but the black diamond one. So most of our clients, just to give you guys an idea, if they want a Oysterflex Daytona, They want it to have more of a plain dial, unless we have something like this one here. I'm just going to pop that watch there. This one has the beautiful Sundust dial. This is discontinued. Only the second one in the LWC top tier dial. You will not get a better dial other than Meteorite. We actually have one here, ironically, so I'm going to show you that one. So that's the Meteorite, that's the Baguette. These are the top 2 tier dials you could get in this watch, full stop, end of story, game over. The one I'm talking about with the new reference, it's the Black Diamond one. We have had one in before with the Black Diamond. Again, most of our clients want the most understated dial. They want something that is a plain coloured dial with the contrasting sub-dials, unless it's one of these two beauties. So yeah, just be careful. If you're looking to buy that, you'll see prices online around about £40,000 for the new diamond one. Unrealistic. There is a profit in for you if you want to buy it and sell it to a dealer like me, but unfortunately we won't be stocking that dial because we know from experience it's not the easiest watch to sell. The next one I'd like to talk about is the white gold range, this particular one. Again, if you get offered it, 1,000,000% buy. Chances are not the easiest watch to get. We've had one of the new 1-2 reference ghosted. I've got one of the discontinued ones here. We sell loads of these at LWC. I'm sure if you follow the channel, you'll know we normally sell at least 2 or 3 a week, to be fair. This one came in a couple of days ago. I'd be surprised if it's there for the weekend. This is a brand new unworn, fully stickered one. As you can see, it's got all the stickers on it there. Real go-to for Oysterflex buyers. Certainly one that all you guys definitely do pull the trigger on. And for me personally, you know, I have had the new one in. It didn't last long at all. But again, it's not that much more. So the new one, I think, was only a couple of £1,000 more. So if you're getting off this from UAD, 1,000,000% buy. And the next one I want to talk about is my favourite, the Pikachu range. So we've got one here for you. So we've got the yellow gold one. So I actually have one of the old reference and new reference, which I can show you both. So they come in different dial combinations. Again, for me personally, top 2 are the Paul Newman. We've not seen the new Paul Newman. We've had a lot of the old Paul Newman in. This is the Pikachu. It's the same as mine. So this is the one with the black indices for the dial. And this is the new one, which has the longer sort of indices where the luminous markers are. And obviously it doesn't have the black outline. It's got the beautiful, which I do think is a really nice improvement. It's got the bezel insert in 18 karat yellow gold. Again, you know, if you go for this watch, it is a 1,000,000% buy. Not much chance I think you'll get offered it as your first watch. In saying that, it's only been literally hitting the market for the last 2 weeks. This is the 3rd one of these we've had in. So it only came in a couple of days ago. We sold the other 2 straight away. So if you do get offered either of these 2, it's a 1,000,000% buy. But for whatever reason, as you guys know, we are the Pikachu ambassadors at LWC, and we do seem to be a magnet for these. So maybe we see more than the rest of the dealers in the market in the UK. But if you do get offered it, it's a 1,000,000% buy. So I've covered a lot of the models there. We do have some other models that you do request, which we'll be doing in next month's video, i.e. the Yachtmasters, the Sea Dwellers, some of the other models that you guys think we have forgot. So trust me, we've definitely not forgot about you, and tune in next month to see what you should be buying or passing.